there, Ruby Retrograde Tarot Ente here, and what I'll be serving up you guys today is a new deck that got on my doorstep earlier this week. It's a Kickstarter, and it's actually one of two decks that I've backed. Now I'm pretty well, actually, yes, it is that campaign deck, because once again, as is usually my MO, a box comes to my place, I grab it, and usually I'm pretty on top of which deck is coming by, you know, keep using the tracking number and stuff. But sometimes some creators don't send the tracking number, or on odd occasion I get the tracking number after the box comes. Or I don't hear any news from the creator on Kickstarter, and so I figure that it's still somewhere in production or being packaged, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, there it is at my house. But in any case, so this one, I'm very sure I know where that it is from. Deckstiny, actually, and so it came in this box here, and I have to say the box was kind of dinged and a little bit dirty over here. But I will, and the reason why I didn't unwrap it is just so I want to show how it was wrapped, the packaging used, and I'm pretty sure I have to give them like a good, like 4 stars for creativity, because if you notice, it is indeed styrofoam bowls used to protect the deck. So when I got the box and I saw that it was dinged, dirty, and everything, I was like, oh man, I think it you know, got like messed up maybe, or the corners or something, but no, it's all good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove them, and basically these are by Destiny's. I'm like 90% sure that's what they are, so I'm just saying it like this before I even unwrap them. It was for their campaign that they did for the Runway Tarot and the Golden Journey Tarot. Now that campaign had run back in September of last year, and it was like a month-long campaign, and I got this now in March. So what is this? It's a good amount of months later, and part of it, there was a little bit of a whole tohu, as they call in French. Like there was a bit of a what do you call I don't know if I don't want to use controversy. It's not so much controversy. It was kind of like of a bad movie, essentially, because basically what it was is that when the campaign ended and they sent everything to the press, the Runway Tarot was done. No issues there. Actually, let me just grab... oh, there it is. There was no issues there. However, when it came to the Golden Journey Tarot, it turns out that the printer had printed the images on a black waterproof, I believe, cardstock. Now, what it did is that it caused the images to be darker than what was presented on the campaign page. And originally what they said was that they would kind of just, well, it was kind of like of an, oh, well, we'll just, you know, deal with it type of thing. That's how it came across in the updates. And they let the backers know, hey, you know, this is what happened. And then what kind of put the nail in the coffin is that in one of the comments, the creator was like, well, we know it won't be as good as if it was a white paper, but you know, we'll redo another campaign with the good version next year. That's not what you want to tell your, you know, the people that are using their money to back the campaign, and you're telling them it's going to be on one, you know, on one type of cardstock, and then lo and behold, it's going to be another cardstock. You're not going to be like, hey, you know, it's going to be on black, and it's going to be on white paper, but hey, there was a mistake. It's going to be on black paper. It's going to make everything darker, but there you go, and we'll do the correct version next year. So that people already were upset. Then there was a following update where they said, hey, we're going to put on our website the deck on sale. The proper, quote unquote, proper being what was originally stated. So the printed on white paper, it's going to be, it's going to have a brighter feel. But backers can have it for half off, and you can buy it just half of the price. Now, people were even more upset. It was essentially like, hey, so you're going to send us the crappy version, as some people have stated it, like, you're going to send us the darker version, what we didn't want. Then you're offering us to buy the deck, the one that we wanted, for half price and pay shipping as well. No, that won't fly. We don't like it. No bueno. Like, never. And the usual comments when people are not happy. Never backing from you guys again. This is a scam, etc., 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 etc. So later on, what ended up happening is the creator, it was under Deckstiny, but in this case, it was always Eugene something, like Eugene Wan or whatever, who was kind of doing the communication. And I think part of the issue was that because it's from Thailand, it doesn't mean that necessarily they're, even though the English is their second language, it doesn't mean that, there's still a language barrier, trying to convey whatever they're trying to say. So anyways, after that whole snafu and kerfuffle and all of that, finally, the creator comes back and says, okay, so we're canceling the promo of, you can buy the good version, the original version we promised you guys for half off. You now have the choice. If you want to have the deck printed on black paper, it's going to be darker. I believe they said it was like 20% darker. Just send us an email. Sorry, it's a bit bright. It's a bit loud. Send us an email and, you can have it right now. If you want it on white paper, it's white paper, golden edges, 7 extra cards or something or another. Send me an email. It's going to take a little bit longer. You'll get that one. So, everybody was like, luxury version, we want luxury version. But a lot of people were disappointed as to how that was handled, because there were a lot of people asking, well, didn't you get proofs? Weren't you sent image? Didn't you know already? Why try to pass off a version that A, was not what you said, was not what you presented. B, it seemed in one of the previous version, it was mentioned that they were 80% done with printing of the Golden Journey. And then, didn't you know at that point, what was happening if you printed it on black paper? How's it you're telling us now? And at first you were going to impose the black version of us. Then you're offering on a website. So that means anybody, even those that haven't back, could have gotten it, before the backers, and would have the good version. And if they know someone who backed it, they could have had it for half off too. Like, let's be real too. So it wasn't very good for that part. So anyways, for myself, as you can see, I went ahead and went for printing on white paper. I wasn't part of the people that were outcrying the thing. Yes, it was like a bad move on their part, but I wasn't even too sure. Like, I would have had to see it physically, the printed on black paper versus white paper. Seeing images on a computer screen, there's always a little bit of variance. But anyways, I ended up deciding to pick for the luxury version, which is the one that's printed on a white paper, and it has it's supposed to have golden edges, and it has like how many ever, I think I saw it somewhere, like 7 other cards or whichever. 7 special cards here. Okay, so that is the whole backstories. So 10 minutes later, or 9 minutes later, the deck itself. So the Golden Journey, basically, let's just talk about the deck itself now that I've said the whole backstory. It is by Deckstiny. It's created by Mate Horonumber. And the artwork is by Oomsin PP, and the artist is Midjourney. Now they're saying the artist is Midjourney. What actually they mean is that this is an AI deck. So they've used the program Midjourney to create the art. And I believe it's the artist there, Osman, went and kind of played around with the image that was generated by the computer, or the program, I should say. So that was the one of the two decks that they had for their campaign. The other one, what did I say it was called? The Runway Tarot. We'll look at it another video. I'll link it up there, depending when it drops. So if you want to go straight to Runway Tarot because it's more your thing, or you're not into AI decks, you can go right that way. Or else, thank you for sitting here for 10 minutes while I explain the whole backstory of this thing. Anyways, so yeah, so basically this is supposed to be this futuristic deck, very a whole theme of like gold, of course, because Golden Journey, and out of all the AI decks that I've seen, it's this is the first, yeah, because this is my first AI based deck. Was the first that really drew me with the images that they had, so I ended up getting it. So what we're going to do, as usual, we're just going to pop this open and look at it and see if I still feel the same way, because I know this whole like issue with the card stock colors and all of that, it was a little bit annoying in the dream. But anyways, let's just go straight to the deck and the specs. So here we have 2-piece box with the thumb holes. Here it is shiny. We always do like a shiny. It's a luxury edition. I did mention the artist, and here it has 85 cards like I mentioned. Nice of them to do the breakdown. And I also have, which I just noticed, that I have copy number 762 out of 1,000, and it was made in Thailand. So let's open it. So just a pretty simple box. Like there's even like a little foamy thing that was glued on there, I guess, to when you're gripping the box so it doesn't kind of rub off the print there. That's kind of nice. And then they did put the title on pretty much every single side of that box. And then again, nothing on that side. We see again the certificate. It's kind of wrapped in this nice box. And yes, indeed, it does have the golden edges. Golden sparkly too. It's pretty nice. So let's take it out of the box. I have to sniff the deck. Not too bad a smell, just standard paper, printed paper smell. So this back can go over there. So this is the certificate, and then we can already feel the cardstock, which isn't bad. Yeah, it's definitely the type of cardstock that would feel shuffleable. It's like I mentioned, it's on white stock paper or white cardstock. I forgot how they mentioned it. It's matte, and it is, let me see here, yes, 330 GSM. So it's flexible, it feels strong, it doesn't feel too flimsy, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And I do like it. I do like the shiny shine, and as you can see, it feels plasticky, but yet I do remember in the updates they were saying that it wouldn't be waterproof, but it certainly has the feel of something that could be waterproof. I will say that. There you go. And another intro card. They certainly do love their intro cards. All right, let's just flip it back, and here is the back of the cards. So as you can see, it is reversible, no issues there. And I do have to say, the hollow there looks really nice. And then we have like a little G here for Golden Journey. Okay, and again, let's see. Now for one of these times, I'm finally recording when it's daylight, so we can capture how nice. I think it seems to even have like a star pattern on this glitter. Okay, all right, let's be done with looking at the shinies. So just that. All right, so let's look. Okay, is this another promo card? I don't know. Let's look at this AI created deck and see how we feel. So once again, let's zoom in so we can take a closer look. I'm a little bit too close. Just a touch more. There we go. All right, so let's start and see how we feel about this. Starting, I'm guessing it's starting with the extra cards that were offered. So here we have Golden Journey. Now, once again, keeping in mind that it is the art is AI created, and I believe it was then modified by human hands in a computer. Okay. Then we have Happy AI. It is a cute robot. And let me see. Oh yeah, it does. So I don't know if the camera is catching it pretty well, but it does have some foil accent. So I don't know if you can kind of see it here. It has like little bits that are popping out. So here, spirit, soul, and body, or spirit, soul, body. Balance. I'm trying to catch where the little foil bits, the foil accents are. Anonymous. Fortune teller. All right, now we're done with the special cards, and I think, yeah, there is no, I'm just like catching this now. There is no guidebook with this. All right, we'll see how this goes. So now let's start with the actual thing, which is the Fool. Now again, we have some foil action going on over here and over here. The Magician. This was one of the cards that that kind of swayed me to parting with my monies for this deck, even though it's AI. Then the High Priestess. The Empress. I don't know if you can catch the little, there's like a bit of foil accent over there too. Now we have the Emperor. It does feel emperor-y, or definitely head of a kingdom, empire. And now Hierophant, and now, okay, potentially, I don't know if it's a trick question or what, but I can never remember exactly how Hierophant is spelled. And now I am not sure. Why is my camera not focusing proper? And now I am not sure whether this was spelled properly. Wait, hold on. Where can I? Of course, it's always when I need a check that I don't have my card handy. So hold on 1 second. Let me go find a card to see if this is spelled proper. Okay. Tarot de Saint Croix to the rescue. I just grabbed the book, the guidebook real quick so I could just do a quick spell check, because I'm never sure when it comes to Hierophant whether it's spelled properly. And yes, it's spelled properly, so it's all good. No problem. No worries. Nothing to see here. So let's just put the guidebook back and continue with the looking exploration. It does give the vibe of this being in some like great cathedral or basilic or things like that. Now the Lovers. which is a bit like slightly creepy because the person is like this root man, tree man, and it's giving me at the same time M. Night Shyamalan vibes. I don't know why, but yeah. Now the Chariot, which is a pretty card. Now hold on, let me check out this Chariot business going on. It just seemed like the wheels were a little bit off. I don't know. This is a nice card. Now we got Strength. What's too bad is the bear doesn't have eyes. I think it would have been nice if it had eyes. Now the Hermit. They could have put a "the" there. But the image is pretty representative. Wheel of Fortune. Alrighty. It's okay. Justice. That's also pretty nice. Then the Hangman. That's a pretty haunting picture, I have to say. Pretty creepy. Then we got Death. It doesn't look really much like a human skull. Sorry if I'm taking a little bit longer, stopping on some edges, just my brain figuring out what I think or feel about this. Now there goes Temperance. And this is looking like, again with the accent going on, sparkle, sparkle, bling, bling. It seems like it's supposed to be a waterfall, maybe. I don't know. Am I off? Oh, see, if you hear the dog, I apologize. Dog decided to claim its territory. It's not my dog. I think it's my neighbor across the street. Then the Devil. Which it has kind of a cool aspect to it. Now we have the Tower. That's another card I remember thinking that it was pretty nice when I saw it on the campaign page. I'm trying to catch the... Ah, there it is. Right there, that foil accent. Then the Star. Oh, and also, it's kind of cute. It doesn't look like a star in the sky, but more like a star-shaped flower. Now here we have the Moon. This looks like a crazy fantasy land. Now the Sun. We got no baby on the horse, but we have this, I don't know, mummified horse? Some. Now Judgment. That was also another card I originally thought was pretty cool. And then the World. Ooh, that one looks nice. And my brain made this image. It is associated with, what is it called now? Sailor Moon. Was it called Crystal Tokyo? When Serena or Usagi would like flashback to like her past / future life. But it's kind of what it's reminding me of. And then, wait, hold on. Another Fool? Didn't we just see a first Fool? Yeah, we saw the Zero Fool. All right, well, we got 2 Fools. Y'all people confusing me. We're adding fools. So we have this other version of a fool, which oddly looks to me like an otter. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. I don't think I was aware that there was supposed to be two fools in there. So let's go with the minors. We're starting off with the wands. Very wandy. I like. It's nice. Now we have the two of wands. Okay, it looks very ribbon. It reminds me a lot of the RWS version. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned this. This deck is based on our Rider-Waite-Smith. Now we got the three of wands. And now I think I know why. The other reason why I ended up backing this was that you usually, well, here, take a look at the four of wands. I'll see it after. Now we got the five. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 5 heads, I think. Yes, that's the thing with AI. You're never too sure. Hold on. 1 here, 2 here. Is that a head? 3 then, 4, 5. There's more than this 5 of wands business. Unless that's something else. Hold on. Yeah, that's another head. And now that I'm looking at it closely, this. I don't know what's up with here. Now we got 6. Definitely looks triumphant. Then 7. I think it's supposed to be a goat or a ram. If it lives in the mountain, is that when it's called a ram? I don't know. But it has one horn for one thing, and I guess I can understand that whole ram thing, like wanting to defend, I guess, kind of thing. Like in my head, I can see the imagery, like a ram just like, you know, standing its ground and just like not moving, budging. Then the 8 of wands. That is pretty. That one, yes, no issues. There's a little accent there, which gives an extra like nice little bling on it. Now the 9 of wands, and this is where, see, 1, 2, 5. Don't show 5 when there should be 9. And maybe here could be 6 if it's just cut off. Now we have 10. And is this supposed to be an ant? I'm trying to figure this out. Page of wands. Knight of wands. I think it's a dog. Yeah. Now we got the Queen of Wands. And then the King of Wands. Another card I find pretty. Alrighty. Now we are with the cups. And I have to say this, for an AI Ace of Cups, this is very pretty. I think this would be my favorite card out of this deck. I believe so, yeah. Oop. Then we have 2 of Cups. Is there none? Oh yeah, there it is right here. Then 3 of Cups. which I guess it's like humanoid. I can't say it's like necessarily people, it's humanoid, because for this person, they seem to have way more legs than like torso here. Now I know people come in all sorts of, you know, all size and lengths of legs and torso, but this seems kind of extreme there. But I get the gist. It's fine, it's fine. Now 4 of Cups. Again, with the face, I get it. The whole like not seeing, you know, maybe that shiny, nice little thing over there. And it's a funky llama. I'm pretty sure it's a llama. It's kind of funny. Now for the 5. Hold on a second. Hold on. I need to bring this to my actual eyes and not the camera eyes. What is going on? Is this a baby fox? Okay, I think it's a baby fox because at first I thought that these were baby birds and I was wholly confused. And even then, I'm kind of confused with the 5 of Cups. I want to see something kind of like broken and then 2 good things. I don't know. This is a eh. Now we are with the 6 of Cups. Here I get the feel. It seems like a papa or a mama bear and a baby bear. I get the reminiscing vibes. Oh, there you go. We can kind of catch the shiny shines. Now with the 7 of Cups. Okay, there's way more than 7, I'm pretty sure, because that's 2, that's 5, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and then other tiny little bubbles. But I do get the whole gist of like choosing and, you know, all the choices. 8 of Cups. That one I get. It's yeah, it's nice. Now 9. Well, that guy surely looks content. And then we have 10 of Cups. That's also pretty. Now the Page of Cups. I don't remember seeing that Page of Cups. If I would have had, it would have given me pause to back it. Because that monkey head is kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy. Knight of Cups. It's supposed to be an otter, isn't it? Because it's giving me the, oh, an otter. But it's not. It's not built like an otter, but it looks like an otter, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an otter. Now we have the Queen of Cups. We don't see her face, so this is more of a relying of the academic knowledge that you know about a Queen of Cups. And then the King of Cups. What do we have here? Is this a wave and a crown on top? All right, Ace of Swords. Very AC, or very AC, very swordsy. Now the 2 of Swords. Not very decisive. Well, there's not a very decisive making going on here, but I guess you're looking out to the distance. If you're thinking about something, I can kind of pull that out. Now the 3 of Swords, a card that I kind of low-key enjoy. Not like I enjoyed like the different. You know, most of the time it's the basic heart with 3 swords written, but I kind of like how it's drawn like by people. I low key like it. But here we just have the heart. And I guess I will say that's kind of pretty much it. Maybe you could say it's like frozen in something. Or it's being like plunged in water. Now we have the 4 of Swords. Now that, see, this does not necessarily look like, hey, rest and then you'll get better later. This looks like you dead. Eternal rest. You are resting, okay? Like, you'll rest when you're dead. Well, this is if I'll rest when I'm dead was a picture. This is it. Now, 5 of Swords. Again, I'm not... Have I seen this on the page originally? Because I'm starting to doubt myself. If you're hearing me asking these questions, which is what happens when I go through a deck. And yeah. Because that and that monkey's head, it would have had me pause. So either I didn't see it or I didn't pay attention to it. Because I'm not catching defeat necessarily out of it. I'm sorry, I have to say that. Now 6 of Sword, yep, 6 of Sword. I get it. Boat, sea, off to the distance. Good. And I like the overall picture. It's kind of nice. Seven of Swords. Okay, I think I have seen the 7 of Swords, and for whatever reason, I kind of gave it a pass. I think because I was like, oh yeah, what was it? A raccoon, and I can kind of, yeah, the whole like bandit kind of thing that slap on for raccoons. I can kind of get it. I think that's what it was. Now we have the 8 of Swords. And this one I can get. The way that the Midjourney spit out that image and was or was not butterfly, I can kind of get it. Because to me it looks like a butterfly that's trapped in a like web. Like a spider web or whatever other thing. Now, technically, when a bug is stuck in a spider web, it's pretty much donezo for this person. So there's, in this case, there's not necessarily a possibility of, you know, escaping this particular thing that you put yourself in. But for what it is, just for this, I'm okay with it. Now, 9 of Swords. You know what? If I can catch the anxiety out of this is sufficiently creepy enough for me that yes, this would keep me up and I would be spending way too much mental power going like, this is too much. Yes. Okay, I can get that. Now 10 of Swords. This seems to be like way more than like, you know, it stabs you in the gut. This is more like you're done. This is 10, and then after that, off you are in, where's number 4? Off you are after this, there you are. Eternal rest. So now, Page of Swords. It's kind of an odd-looking hummingbird, but I'm not mad at it. This one I'm not mad. It's kind of cute. We have this menacing as all get out like wasp. It has to be a wasp because no bee, even though I don't like bees in general, I run away, but this just looks like one of those mean jerk like out for blood wasp that don't give a crap. It will just like out and get you just because. I don't we don't, when they're a wasp, I don't deal with them. I am out, I tell you. I do not mess with them. Or I have my can of raid. Cause yeah. Them people, them bugs are mean. Now the Queen of Swords. We got the butterflies going on here. And I think that's a sword there. Is that a sword? Or is that supposed to be a sword? Yes, that is a sword. I'm kind of missing the whole it feels like a softer version of the Queen of Swords, if that makes sense, if you're following me. I kind of dig when the Queen of Swords seems very to the point. Seems like she wouldn't be mincing words or like actions type of thing. And then the King of Swords, which seems like a whole city is on the back of an eagle. Kind of what it looks like. And again, I say eagle, but it's eagle loosely because it has the shape of one. But it's not defined, you know, it's no defining features of such. All right, so now we are in the Pentacles. Again, it's a pretty one. Now we have Two of Pentacles, which looks to me like it could be like a yin-yang situation type thing. Very artsy. Now we got the Three of Pentacles. It looks like a steampunk machine. Now for the Four of Pentacles. Is that a dragon? I am seeing a dragon sleeping on a hoard of goodies, possibly eggs. Like here would be the head. The eyes are closed. And then yeah, the body's like off from that way, and then you have eggs and stuff. See, I've been pointing with my fingers, and actually what I should have done is this. I've seen a few other oh no, this is falling off. And I've seen a few other YouTube creator people, sorry, I'm shaking my camera, using little pointers, and it's actually pretty smart. So let me use my black obsidian to point. So here, head, eyes, this looks like teeth, and then eggs or orbs of some sort, and here it goes off to the distance. Yeah, okay. Now we got the Five of Pentacles, where I don't know, I'm not necessarily getting a sense of, not necessarily like poverty or poorness, but well, actually no, let me take that back. It kind of feels a bit like in French we call it dépourvu de moyens, like out of resources. So okay, okay, never mind. I take back. It's okay. Now we got the Six of Pentacles, where it looks like actually the guy found some coins on the floor. Well, a huge coin, I should say, rather than someone giving it to him. Which, okay. Now we have the Seven. A very nice landscape. Wait, hold on. Who's that over here? What is this? Is that a person? A scarecrow? Okay, it's unidentifiable to me, so I will say that this, and I'm talking about this here, pointy pointer, this here, I will call this a scarecrow because I'm not too sure what's up. And then, see, there's an issue with AI, that right there. If this is supposed to be a person, look what we have going on right here. Unless the arm is folded and kind of like tucked this way inside, and then it's a stick that's going that way, but still, it's usually the simpler reason is the best one. So we'll go here. An odd arm, a spindly arm. Now we got 8. Where, what is going on? There is like a weird shoe here. I think it's a shoe. And then the person hunched over. Some. And then again, the foils. So mainly, yeah, it's just little accent touches and stuff. Then the Nine of Pentacles, where we decide to focus on the, not the pheasant. What is it called now? Peacock. There we go. Because yeah, there is a peacock in the original RWS, right? It's a peacock and not a pheasant or a falcon. I'll have to look at it again. Now for 10. Does feel like prosperity feeling, legacy looking, or feeling I should say too. Now for the page. I will say for the page, a rabbit to me, it clashes a bit with the pentacles already being like a slower energy type of thing, and then a page of pentacle be, well, yeah, like even the page of pentacle, even though it's, you know, a studious whatever type, it's not necessarily fast like a rabbit or a hare, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily have picked a rabbit for the page, but we pass it. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles, which what I believe to be is a donkey or a donkey form, with maybe like a, oh, hold on, my pointer, like a chariot type of thing, like a little wagon slowly going on its way. So all good. Now for the Queen of Pentacles, what is going on? Oh, there's a face. I thought there was no face, but the face is like right there. And it doesn't even, like, it seems like a Mother Nature type of thing. Mother Nature or like Mother Earth. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And then the King of Pentacles, which I think is supposed to be a gnome or a dwarf with like coins all over. It's all right. And then yet another one. Another, like at this point, this is an end card. All right, so let's zoom back out and see how this thing shuffle. Ooh, sorry, that was my elbow that cracked like crazy. Let's shuffle. Oh yeah, no issue for in the shuffling department. I already figured that this was a pretty good riffle shuffle card stock. Look at this, a nice sharp frutte, because it's matte, but it has to have a plastic coating. Right, there's no clumping, good grip with the thumbs. So there is no booklet, so normally I would kind of just pull 2 cards, like a major and a minor, to see how the book explains them. But because there is none, we'll just kind of shuffle. Here, well, let's just see this spread of card that we got. So here we have a 6 of Cups, a Fool. Oh, I forgot to remove that second Fool. Darn. Oh well, because I have no need for 2 Fools. Hey, and then I can barely stand just 1 Fool in my life, but whatever. So here we go. Look at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 major card for a reminiscence. So, all right, in conclusion, what do we think of this deck? Just looking at it, just my first, impression, first flip through, it's gonna be a not necessarily a minus, but it's a serious neutral, middle of the road, maybe not kind of things. This, what is up? Such a jerk for a, what is it, Knight of Swords? I don't see Knight of Swords necessarily as jerks, but anyways. The cardstock, first off, like the cardstock, no issues, very nice. I enjoy it. It's a good shuffling. It's very good to shuffle. I have no issue shuffling with it. Very enjoyable to shuffle. How many times can I say shuffle? The edges, of course, very pretty. The foil accent that were added, also very nice. And for the accent, it's mainly, I don't know if you can, if it's my camera is catching it well, but mainly it's just like little dots. It's not necessarily that they outline certain elements of the card themselves. It's more little dots that are around like this, which, you know, it's nice. It doesn't have to be like a outline of the drawing or whichever else. It does seem, you know, while they're using their Midjourney, the whole color palette, color scheme does go well together. Now in terms of the art, it's AI art. So, you know, we had some little, like this one, very nice, like really pretty. Then we have something like this here where, you know, the more you look at it, the more your eyes and your brain are like, this ain't painting, this ain't seeing proper. Like this little spindly arm going on here, or was the other one, or even this one here where it's kind of a, is it supposed to look maybe like a dolphin? Because that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's supposed to look like a dolphin, but not quite. So it's kind of a, or even this one here where it's like a tree person. I don't know. Like my brain ain't braining for this one. But in any case, like, see, this is an example of this. This is nice. I like. Now, overall, I would not say that this is necessarily a straight for beginners just learning out. Not only because you would have to order this from their store and they are based in Thailand, and I don't know depending where you live, but for me, already on Kickstarter was kind of a pricey side, but having, if I had to buy this off of their site, plus, you know, you have the exchange rate, then the shipping, I wouldn't say someone's just starting out to shell out that much money for that, for a deck. And see, this is definitely one, maybe like if not the least favorite card, it's one that I'm not liking a lot. It's creepy. It's kind of creepy looking. Otherwise, I'm like half and half. Not really. It's not because of that whole, you know, Kickstarter controversy thing where, you know, they kind of messed up on the cardstock. And even looking at it, I was kind of wondering, like, is this really like printed on white, on that white cardstock that they were talking about? And it seems to be. I don't have the other one to make a comparison to confirm for sure that yeah, this is on the white card and not the black stock that they just decided to call luxury version. So I have to go by their word that this is it. Now usually I'm a fan of golden things, golden color. So just looking at it real quick like this, it looks nice, but for some of the cards, it's kind of a question mark. Some of the cards right now, when I'm looking at them, it's I'm not necessarily catching, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes when you draw cards, you kind of have a whiff of information that kind of goes on your way and say, oh yeah, this means that, or I can see where this is going. For some, it's kind of a blank, almost white, not necessarily white noise, like white noise on the television, but it's kind of just nothing much. So I don't know. This is a question mark deck basically. I like it, but not as much as I like other decks, or the other decks in my collection, I would say. If this campaign was to happen now, and I would see this and then the Runway Tarot, I think I would have either just backed the Runway Tarot, or I would have backed the Runway Tarot and then gotten another deck from the Deckstiny collection, because there are some of those decks on the Deckstiny website, part of the collection. They are so pretty, so beautiful. I still do want to get them so much, but it is so it would be so pricey to get them over. The shipping alone would be the price of one of their decks already, with the exchange rate, you know, factored in. So that's why I haven't you know, hit buy on those things, because every time I'm kind of balking, and yet I ended up spending I don't know, 100 some odd dollars. Like, I think, how much was it? Like 160 at the time, without the without the shipping going in there. 160 Canadian. I don't remember. What was it? Yeah, I think it was that. Because Singapore dollars to Canadian dollars are more or less equivalent ish. So, yeah. So I don't know. This is one where, and plus there's no guidebook. So is there a guidebook? Like, can you do a guidebook when, you know, the image that you use for the cards are generated by a computer program? Like, it's, well, I guess you could still have, because there is still an idea, a motivation behind why you chose one image over the other. So I guess, yeah, I don't know. It would have been nice to have some sort of a booklet to kind of have a glimpse into, you know, what, you know, how they were seeing each card, and that made them choose this particular image composition. But anyways, maybe there's a PDF version on their website, and it's just that I haven't looked at it. But in any case, I'll leave it at that. This is the I cannot speak right now, but this is I definitely one of these deck, because the other deck that I felt kind of maybe I would have been better off, like I would have been okay not having it yet in my collection, or not at all, was the Embroidered Forest. That one was another one that I was kind of but it's not as much as this one, the Golden Journey. This one I'm like, I don't know. And plus there's like 3, 4, how many cards? How many, like, title, end card, middle cards, side cards? Let's see. We have, okay, not counting the certificate. So we have like we have 2 cards of the same thing, plus the 7 extra cards. Personally, I very much, very, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I will not say 100%, but I am comfortable in saying that there are more chances that I will not use the extra cards, like the 7 extra cards here. There are a whole lot more chances that I will not use those 7 extra cards than them ending up in the deck. Already, when there are extra cards that a creator use, I don't usually add them to the deck. I kind of just keep it to 78 cards and leave it at that. But in this case, yeah, I really don't think that I'll be adding anymore. Oh wait, am I, like, this is not a back card. This I definitely like. This, yeah, after going through all the cards, most definitely one of my favorite cards. This comes behind it. The 8 of Wands on my list too. But yeah, I know I'm kind of, if I were to do that like versus not like pile, I'm wondering if the don't really like pile would be bigger. And that is a little bit worrisome, I guess, just in the sense that if you don't really jive with the deck, then you're not really going to use it, right? It's going to sit there. But I will not worry about this now. I do have to at least give it a chance and see, you know, how it goes. And if it turns out that it's not for me at the moment or ever, well, I mean, you can't force what's not meant for you, right? So, everybody, this was The Golden Journey by Deckstiny. Well, it is published by Deckstiny. So sorry, I'm kind of like gathering my thoughts for what I'm trying to say, but essentially, let me know, what do you think of this deck? I know there are many people in the tarot world that are not a fan of AI decks at all. They don't want to see it, hear it. They have very strong opinions. Other are, you know, middle of the roads, and others are okay with it. They don't really care, type of thing. So where do you find yourself on that scale? What do you think of this deck? Let me know in the comment section down below, down there. Doop doop. And thank you so much for spending a whole hour, technically more like 50 minutes, because the first 10 was me detailing the whole story of this particular deck, this one deck. But yeah, let me know. Let me know that you watched it. Let me know what you think of the video, what you think of the card. Would you be interested in buying this deck or not at all? Any and all thoughts, let me know. And until next time, most likely for the second deck that I backed, the original one, which again will be up there. And if not, on another video they decide to click of mine, I'll see you next time. Bye bye, guys.